hear me on the stream? Trying to get widgets in so we can talk about the stuff that we have been talking on the chat. Hi, widgets. Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak up or fix your mic? If anyone else on the chat wants to join us, just, add me on Skype. Okay, Sephiroth can hear me. That's good. Thank you. I am quiet. Yeah, that's a bit normal. I think I can improve. Is this a bit louder? Is this better now? Meanwhile, Widges is trying to fix his phone. Probably doesn't. His phone is Skype connection. Probably doesn't have mic or something. So it's taking care of that. Well, while Widges tries to do that, I'll put the music back on, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to force join Pushover as well to join us here. Yeah, Mashkova Zviodka, yeah, there's a multiplayer tab error. It's part of the update. Fizzer did an update earlier today before going to bed, I guess, and that error is pending. You can still play the games if you go to the old multiplayer My Games Equals 1 that Wakanarai just posted. So yeah. Let's see if Pushover picks up. Yeah, Pushover also picked up, but he also doesn't have a mic, so it seems no one has a mic. I'm left here talking all by myself. Well, Monster Attack 99, Fizzer did anything right on this update? Well, he did an update. Everyone was complaining that there were no updates in a while, so at least he tried, and shit goes wrong sometimes. Hello, I have someone with me now? Is it Pushover or Witches? Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you because I just sat down at my desk. Can you hear me?
Yes. So that's
cool.
That's
my settings saved from last time.
Pushover. Thank you for joining us.
You forced me into it.
So everyone in Twitch is complaining about the update that Fizzer just did, breaking everything and their mother.
Oh yeah, it did break everything.
Yeah, so the
Did you
dashboard is
paste
broken.
Did you? Right, everything's broken, but a legacy link works.
Yeah, the
That's no longer
my
linked
games.
to. Did you post that in the Twitch chat?
Wakanarai did, so thank you, Wakanarai. So yeah,
Cool.
it's if you go to the forums, a few more people are complaining about that, and there's that link that you can use to still play your games, and you can still create tournaments, and you can still create new games. It's just very hard to follow up what's new. So yeah, but apparently there were also some changes to the ladders. The ladder 1v1 apparently was turned into modified medium earth, which I personally think it's okay. And they also changed the luck.
Oh, they made it modified.
Yeah, they modified the
Okay.
luck to straight round, and some people are
Well,
going
it just
mental because it's straight round now. I don't
it
know
just
why.
kills it kills the basic premise of the medium earth template. I know you love your straight round.
Yeah,
I know that
I
you
don't like
love your
relying
straight round,
on luck to expand. Like if I
and
have
there
to
are
make a tough
tons.
call, I lost a lot of games because I didn't have luck, or my opponent got luck 3 times in a row while I just played it safe. So I don't
You
like
sound
to
like Chris
rely on luck.
CMU.
Yeah,
Chris CMU complains about luck all the damn time. But okay, so here's the thing. In a number of cases, it's possible not to rely on luck. There's been times, for instance, when people have been chasing me in in a game, even in a straight round game. They'll chase me with a stack, and I'll evade them because I happen to get first turn. And when what they really should have done was trap me.
yeah, that's true.
And so by making it cyclical, it kind of rewards less sophisticated people in that particular circumstance. Um, and I think Lolowet said it the best in the thread that discussed the potential changes. The thread which I suspect Fizzer probably ignored. um, where
I'm guessing Fizzer
when you
doesn't
play
read
differently, you play
all the
differently.
threads.
Well, you play. Well, it was a thread he freaking started. It was his thread.
Yeah, okay.
Um, but in any case, Lolowet made a great point that you play differently depending on whether you know you're going to get the next turn um, or whether it's up in the air whether you get the next turn.
Yeah, I prefer cyclic order as well to compensate for that.
Right.
Even though I
Now,
don't use it as much as I should, because you have to get a bit used to it, to think 2 or 3 turns ahead to know when you will really need your first
right,
order to defend or to attack.
and I do enjoy that. But I'm used to it on different templates.
Yeah, it depends on the template
I'm
as
not
well.
used to it on medium earth. So that's the first thing. And actually, I'm probably not that much against cyclical move order. But what I am against is the fact that he changed it from weighted random to straight round, and that completely changes the nature of the template. It basically turns it into one of your favorite straight round templates, which is fine. I love your straight round templates, but that's not medium earth.
Yeah, it's
The
modified medium
question of
earth
being
now,
able, the
so it will be a
question of
lot open and more about expansion and not
exactly,
getting a
and
counter at your first
it
turn.
makes exactly, and it makes the game way more single dimensional. It's all about expansion, and it makes it way more mindless. There's no
I don't think I
more.
can
There's
agree.
no more. Oh, can I risk taking this first turn bonus or not?
Can I
Now
get
you'll take
lucky?
it every single time.
Yeah, that's the point. You know what you can rely. If you're strategizing something, you know that you can rely on that, and that it will happen because you order it to be that way, not because your opponent got more lucky than you did. I prefer that. That's just personal
I
choice.
understand.
But
I
what I don't
understand where you're
understand
coming
is
from.
guys like I think Witches was saying that like top 10 guys are quitting the 1v1 ladder because of this change. I don't think it's that much of a big deal that oh, I'm gonna rage quit the ladder because this whole thing is
Well,
horrible.
here's the thing. I think different players play better with the straight round style than players who play with the weighted random style, because they're different play styles. And when you change the template right in the middle of a ladder like that, of course, the people in the top 10 are going to be like, well, wait, well, some of the people in the top 10, Master of the Dead, I think, is going to adapt to whatever the hell gets thrown at him.
Master of the Dead was saying that he was quitting.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, what a silly dilly.
Or,
Anyway,
or was that Master of Disaster? No, I'm confused. I think it was Master of the Dead.
it must have been Master of the Dead. You know what? No, it's Master of Disaster that's freaking fantastic with weirdo templates, but I don't know.
Master of the Dead is on the chat and he's saying, no, I'm not quitting. So yeah, there you go. It was probably Master of Disaster, I guess. Okay.
No, that would be...
I don't know.
No.
Well, anyways,
No,
the other
you like
news...
better.
let me just say something.
Snaps like that.
First, the guys who just joined us, yeah, we know WarLight is broken. It was because of the update that Fizzer did. The dashboard is not working. The rest of the site is working, just the dashboard is not. So if you want to check your pending games, you can use that mygames=1 link that guys have been posting on the chat. You can still play your games. Just the dashboard itself is not working, and I guess Fizzer will fix it as soon as he wakes up and realizes, oh my god, everyone is bitching because the dashboard is broken, right. And I got 500 emails telling me that the dashboard is broken.
Because you'd think he'd be up right now.
Actually,
I shouldn't even be up right now. It's just that I got people cleaning my house, so I ought to be here for that.
Who the hell wakes up at 9 AM on a Saturday morning? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. Let's talk about something else, because we only have 10 minutes before the tournament starts, and I want to talk about the 3 versus 3 ladder. And everyone was...
I was excited until everyone started complaining about the template.
Yeah.
But I'm still unclear as to what's wrong with the template.
Well, apparently you have one more pick than you should. So instead of being everyone having 4 picks, everyone has 5 picks. So it ends up being a lottery, sort of.
No. You say it ends up being a lottery, sort of, but that's not quite true.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. People like, I think it was Timinator that was saying, welcome to Lottery Europe instead of Strategic Europe.
No.
Well, what I don't like of the 3 versus 3 ladder is that it's fixed teams, and I very much prefer the way that you would be thrown together into a team for each game with random teammates of the same rating. And I think that would make more sense, because with 3 people, you will either get a person with 2 alts, or if one of the guys gets booted, you will be wasting games. And since it's 6 players instead of 4, the games will take a lot longer to play out. So but I don't know. Let's see how it works. I'm predicting that you will see a lot more boots and a lot more people just quitting after finishing. After finally getting rated, they will just quit the ladder because one of their members is changing. That's my prediction.
That's possible, but... And I think that's the reason why Fizzer took so long to implement this ladder despite all the requests to do it. He was afraid of low participation. And it's a valid thing.
I'm adding Master of Disaster to the call.
I'm seeing it as an experiment.
Hey PS.
Hey Master. Well, I'm here with Pushover, and we are talking bad about 3 versus 3 ladder. So please carry on, Pushover.
Well, okay. So as far as the 3 versus 3 being constant teams instead of random, I like both styles. I think both could work. I think both could maybe fail. The solid teams that you talked about, maybe that could fail, and that was the primary reason why Fizzer didn't do it in the first place, is because he feared low participation and stuff along those lines.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic experiment. I'd love to see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, then he'll change it up. If it does work out, then great. You know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Better to have an experiment than not have the ladder at all. So.
Right, and the random teams ladder concept is a really cool idea, and it would be nice if Fizzer visited again, especially when it comes to, say, the seasonal ladder. If he did a random team seasonal ladder, that would be sweet. Despite the fact that it would come down to a lot of luck of who gets paired with whom, but.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're in the same rating range, like you're in the top 10 or in the...
Well, I meant in a seasonal... in a seasonal ladder, you only get 20 games.
Oh
So,
yeah, on seasonal I don't think it would work very well, but
yeah, and the games
could
might
be
take too
interesting,
long.
you know.
But we played around with
So
it in
far,
quad.
so far, Fizzer didn't really look if the ladder works out or not, because best example is the real-time ladder. If you see what he promised and how it turned out, there was never a change in templates anymore, never a rotation.
Yeah, there should be
I
another
doubt,
rotation on the
I
last month. We
doubt
should already be doing another rotation. That's true.
I doubt they will just check if the three ladder works out and change if it doesn't. But yeah, I may be wrong.
Well,
I
here's the
think you're
thing,
just
though. Hold
depressed
on.
because Wizard didn't do the changes you wanted to do. You have to give the man a break, you know, because he's one guy and there's so many requests and there's only so much you can do. And then
And you
everyone
have
is
to-
putting pressure on you to get it done soon and get it done good and get it done how you like it, you know. So you have to cut him some slack.
Well, the thing about the seasonal ladder, the thing about the state of the ladders, and because you have to realize that even the seasonal ladder has not started a new season yet, even though it's primed to do so. In fact, we've been waiting 2 or 3 weeks now
Yeah, it
for
should
the
be
new
starting
season.
soon.
So that makes me think that he's generally busy right now, and he's just not focusing on the ladder development at the moment. So I would say, yeah, give him a little bit of patience. He will see what's behind, and he'll catch up at some point. That's what I think. But yeah, the main thing I'm annoyed with is that he got all sorts of feedback from his own thread that he started that he promptly ignored.
Yeah, that I agree is not very smart. If you're asking for feedback, at least you could do is read it and
I mean, you might
act
as well not even
accordingly.
ask for feedback.
Yeah, and we have a lot of players who have a very good understanding of the game. Like if he talked down, I don't know, GUI or Schwenningen, they could help him out, iron out all these issues with the templates. So it's a matter of sending a couple mails, and these guys are always interested in starting a 10-page thread about what could be improved. So it's a matter of reaching out
Well,
and talking with some guys.
To be fair, maybe Fizzer doesn't want to read a 10-page thread.
Yeah,
There are really a lot of changes that Fizzer could implement really easily and without much of programming. And
Yes.
he just would have to listen, take maybe 1 hour to read in the forum what the community wants, and then he could do it in 10 minutes, and it would be a big change in
Did you
the
read?
ladders.
Did you read the list of all the small changes that he did from this fix? I will open it up and check because some people don't really realize how much
bug
stuff got
fix.
fixed. If you check the thread, and I'm opening it on the stream now, you have that he didn't just add the 3 versus 3 ladder. He also changed stuff on the custom coin games. A lot of small details. He also added stuff on the history interface. There were some bugs there that we mentioned that he fixed. Some
Is it
stuff on
easier
the
to toggle?
settings, and then you have a lot of small changes, like when switching perspective in history, it will not do this. The map no longer does this bug. When I added the discard all button when you have shitloads of cards, there are a lot of small fixes here that we don't discuss because it doesn't disrupt to how we play the game. But if you check the list on the updates, he added a shitload more small stuff that we haven't even noticed yet. So
I agree. It is a good thing that you can create your own coin games with your own settings, but it is not something that the community really needs.
But you have to understand that he has to balance what will get more money for the project and
that's the point. It is a good thing, and I think he can get money through it. But it's the only thing that affect me is really the 1 versus 1 ladder, and maybe the 3 versus 3 ladder.
Master of Disaster, you will have to explain to me again. How can change from weighted random to smooth round?
Straight round.
How can it completely disrupt how you play the game? Pushover is trying to explain to me that it becomes a lot more one-dimensional, that you just focus on expansion, you don't try the trick. But I didn't like the game where you relied on luck to trick your opponent. So
you don't have to rely on luck. It is different. You can see check in the beginning where you get the biggest expansion. If you can either try to counter this strategy, or you can just pick it, and you can exactly calculate where to expand, and the big bonuses are much better in straight round.
Yeah, but that's
than
good.
Small
So it
ones.
fundamentally changes the nature of the map.
That's
I'm
good.
we're
It
not
opens
saying that
up
it's
the
a
map
bad
a lot
template.
more. It opens up a lot the map.
Well, he's
You
using
have to
modified
think a
medium
lot
earth
more.
as well.
Yeah.
So he is trying to make the larger bonuses more attractive. The problem is that it just turns the typical strategy on its head, and we have 3 years of history that we now have to disregard in playing this new template.
Yeah, motherfucker, adapt.
Yeah.
I don't know. My problem is that the ladders rarely ever change, and they're supposed to be.
I wasn't playing the ladder as it was,
you know?
because I didn't like that 16% weighted random.
Well, the 16% weighted random was not good. It should have been 0% weighted random, but weighted random still added the dimension of the game.
That for me, the ladder was perfect with that. With straight round, you can exactly calculate where your opponent is. If you get one pick intel, you can exactly calculate where we will expand, and act like that. You can yeah.
Which is
I just don't like it. I played a lot of coin games on that template, on No Luck Cyclic versus Crazy Jew or Quicksand, and it's always the same for me. It's so boring.
Right.
You like the luck factor to
Here's
disrupt the game.
I like these settings, but on a different map. I love these settings on Turkey.
Yeah, exactly. On another map, it's great. I like.
It is another map. It's modified medium earth.
Doesn't matter. There's so many chokeholds, in any of the medium earth maps, that it just like, okay. So what are the templates that are really good with 0% straight round, right? Any of the chaos templates, right? Am I remembering the guy's name correctly? Like the guy who did Battle Islands and a bunch of other stuff? Was it Chaos?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Chaos.
Yeah, all of the Chaos maps are great with straight round. Turkey is fantastic with it. All the maps where you have lots of maneuverability and small bonuses are fantastic with those kinds of settings. The problem with Medium Earth is that you can't get to most of the map, so it limits your options. And when your options are limited, all the games kind of turn into the same.
Guys, I have to announce to you that I'm adding Master of the Dead to this call.
Okay, so why are there 3 masters on this chat? This is just a master stream.
I don't know. Master of the Dead, can you hear us?
But Master of the Dead can explain better, I think, why we want weighted round. And yeah, I'm not so good in explaining this in English. I could much better in German, but yeah.
Unfortunately, most of our listeners are not German speakers, so Master of the Dead is... Yes, we can hear you now. Please speak up. Say hello to our listeners.
Okay, hey. MOTD, I guess. Yeah, so why is the current changes, like, why are they not good at all? Like, the thing with weighted random is it adds so much unpredictability to the way somebody expands. Whereas, like, I mean, if you had straight round and you have 3 picks, there is probably like just one optimal way to expand, and like that's just it, and the game's just going to go in like just one direction, and there's going to be no unpredictability about it. And if you have intel, you can pretty much play with like no fog.
Hey guys, WarGamingLive just started.
Yeah, I was about to announce that.
I got a game.
Yeah, so if you're there, please
give me the link.
Play the game
in the Skype chat.
Okay. Hold on a second. I will give you a link to the tournament.
We should come back to this discussion.
Yep, but thank you for joining us, Master of the Dead. and we'll talk again later, I guess. I will play my game live. I don't know if you guys are both playing on the tournament right now.
I'm not
I should
playing,
play.
dude.
Okay, so pushover, you're gonna help me conquer this tournament,
Oh,
and
think
you
that's
with the rest of the listeners are gonna help me win this time and defeat
alright.
the hat trick from Master of Disaster to break his winning streak.
But I think you messed up something with the template. There are much more picks than double the distribution.
No, I did the original
There
templates
are
that you
like
actually
15
gave
possible
me.
picks for me.
The original template that you gave me was actually full distribution, and I changed it to random warlords distribution, so it's correct.
Full distribution, but the wastelands are in with that, and so it should.
Ah, okay, yeah, I did change that.
Affect the amount
I did
of-
find it weird why there were so many wastelands of 2 when it was already 2, and that was to
see-
create. Yeah, okay.
Well,
Sorry
in
about that.
I
So
think it doesn't really
yeah.
matter.
Well, now we have all the castles available.
It's not the expected template, but we can play on it anyway.
Yeah, I think everyone will just pick castles to begin with, because that's the biggest income. So yeah, it's new settings, guys. Last minute.
He has meant a template.
Yeah. Don't say I never invented anything. Okay, so I'm going to play right now, and I think I'm just gonna go for all the castles first, and then try any combos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't see what else I can do. Yeah, so I pretty much screwed this template. So yeah, the day today isn't very good for WarLight. We had an update full of bugs. Now we have a tournament with bugs.
My opponent is last seen 1 hour and 50 minutes, so I think that will end in a boot, the first boot.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Like-
I should have mentioned this earlier, because why would you create the tournament 2 days beforehand? Of course, people are gonna forget to wake up and boot.
Because
There's gonna be a ton of boots.
I thought if it's the WGL, and everyone knows that the WGL is on Saturday at this fixed time, the same time, we do it all freaking time, they will only join if, they're regulars to the WGL and will show up. That was
Anyone with a non-zero boot rate is unreliable, and that's in all of us.
I had
That's why I didn't join, by the way.
I had the limit of 8% boot rate, just so you know.
Well,
Right,
we
so
will
there's an
still have
8%
60
chance.
participants, I think. We'll still have 60 players, and we will be active.
I
So
don't know.
there will not be a problem to have a good tournament, I think.
Let's see.
First round will have a lot of boots, but the rest will be okay.
Okay. Schwenningen says that today is not a very good day for him. He's lying in bed sick, and Europe 3 versus 3 was butchered. So, yeah, he's gonna need a couple of days to recover from that. After waiting so many time for the 3 versus 3 ladder to get created, it finally gets with the wrong template.
Exactly, that's pretty hard. They waited for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
3 template the ladder. But
Okay, so I'm playing right now. I'm waiting for Master Rio to commit. Master Rio, if you're watching the stream, please commit and don't cheat because you're watching the stream. So I don't know if he's online. Let's see if the last time he was online.
if he watches the stream, he did something wrong anyway.
India is big. Not all Indians are my alt. Okay, just so we know. Last seen 3 hours and 1 minute ago. So yeah, he's gonna get a boot. Yeah. So on the list of stuff that could be improved in WarLight, I really think that we should have like a waiting list on the tournaments, and that check like when you start the tournament, when the tournament reaches the hour that it's supposed to start, you check if everyone is really online waiting for the game to play, and if they're not, they get replaced by one of the guys on the waiting list.
You know what else would be a great idea?
Or a buy.
Buys!
Or a buys, yeah. And a mutable size on the tournament, so we could create like 64, but if only 31 people show up, it automatically gets reduced to 32 with one buy. That would be acceptable, you know.
Is today complaining about Fizzer Day?
Yeah, today's.
It basically is.
You know, yesterday we were
Everything
talking
that
on
we've been
the.
holding on to for the last 3 years is now just coming out.
Yesterday we were talking on the Skype chat, on the WGL crew Skype chat, that there was no updates in quite a while, in over 1 month, and it's usually like 1 month update comes, so it should be really coming any day now. And Fizzer announces the update during the night, and you know, a lot of new interesting features, but most of them people don't quite agree with. So yeah. Maybe you should have like a committee of high-ranked WarLight players to, you know, verify that latest update is according to good quality standards of the community.
Development.
Yeah, like a test set before making it
my
live,
God.
you know. That would
Honestly,
be. Well, it would
I wish
prevent
MI
some of these
worked way
situations.
more
I don't know.
test-driven development. We kind of started without it, and now it's like impossible to add it back.
Yeah, I tested it. It worked on my computer.
Processes.
It worked on my computer, so it's tested.
No, yeah, that's cute.
Meanwhile, we have 50 viewers. Thank you for joining in. We are trying to play a live tournament of the WGL, which we usually do on a Saturday afternoon. As you might have noticed, today there was an update earlier today, and it was left with a couple of bugs. So if you can't access the dashboard and you're joining the chat to ask for that, there is an alternate link you can use. If you check the forums, there are some people complaining about that and posting the links. So yeah.
I probably will end up joining the 1v1 ladder after all. It's a completely different template, but I know I could probably do better at this template than I would do otherwise. So, because it's like new and weird.
Really,
and
a
I'm
lot
good
of
with
players.
new and weird.
I saw a lot of players leaving the ladder today. I did too. Maybe I will rejoin sometime or some.
Yeah, they're just leaving in protest to the update.
Not really soon. I will rejoin.
Clan League's coming up is the problem. And I got a lot of games. I kind of wanted to wait for a lot of other stuff I was involved in to die out before I rejoined the ladder, but maybe I should just do it since everyone hates it so much. Because it means I could get a good rating, right?
Yeah. That's the only thing I see in joining the 1v1 ladder right now. But I don't really like the 1v1 ladder. Because you have to wait so long, it gets on my nerves, all the waiting, because it seems most of the players that I play against, they're just waiting 2 days before they commit, and by the time I reach the next turn, I already been playing so many other games that I don't really remember all the intricacies of this game, and I just find it stupid. So I prefer real-time games in that regard, and that's why I'm more focused on the real-time ladder right now.
So we have some
boots. Booted. I bet half the damn players booted.
Oops.
This is gonna be
not that many boots, in my opinion.
Yeah, at least
7 boots only.
Okay. Only 7. Yeah.
Only 7 boots first round, and the rest seems to be online.
P.S. Did you not read the chat? You have to do the other URL.
Yeah, but I wanted to go directly into the tournament. But if I do that, I'll probably ruin.
No, the tournament link works.
Yeah, but I misclicked. I clicked the wrong place. So yeah, I'll just go be very fast. No one saw the results. See, no one see it. Okay, I'm playing against Cousin Vicar right now, and my strategy to surprise Cousin Vicar.
Your strategy is to let Cousin Victor boot.
That will also work very nicely. Why did he get...
seen 3 hours, 12 minutes ago.
Okay, so that's how I'm going to kick his ass.
You're going to boot your way to win this tournament? Was that your plan this whole time?
Yeah.
This tournament sucks.
Now it makes sense that he created it 2 days before.
Yeah.
I think that was a bad idea. I don't think you should do
Good
that
idea.
again.
Yeah, I'm forced to agree. Maybe if this ends very quickly, we can, you know, create a new tournament.
Real-time round robin.
Yeah.
I just checked the games that finished already, and everybody is online, besides Cousin Vicker from the ones that won by boot.
Great!
Wow, that means we can actually go over games.
Oh no, you want me
No,
to
no.
get booted afterwards. I know this trick,
Yes,
I've
that's
fallen
your
for
point.
it time and time again. You distract me, let's just look at the game, and then when I noticed I have a new game, I'm already booted. That's usually Latnox's technique, that's not yours, Pushover. I'm disappointed in you for trying to pull that one on me. Trying to pull a Latnox on me.
I'm trying to get a decent stream. I don't want to watch you play.
Okay, fine. Just give me a give me a game link. We can go over it.
Well,
First, I think I
obviously
will
none of them is finished
export.
yet.
Let me try to export this to Challenge while we wait.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
If I can figure out the. God damn
And
it!
get all the boots out of the way so that we have a nice reference, so that we don't go over a boot game.
I don't have the autocomplete working properly. Why isn't it my autocomplete working properly? WarLight. Player tournament. Ah, it's multiplayer tournament. Okay, and then it's Challenge. There we go, Challenge export. Okay, this works. I can't use this on this tab, otherwise you'll see my API key and do stuff with it. So I will actually need to go to another secret.
Did you guys follow the forum and the wannabe trolls on there a bit lately?
No, I don't. I have better things to do with my life.
It's pretty annoying that there is always some trolls posting sex pictures or.
I heard about people complaining about porn pictures, but I haven't actually seen any. So can you please forward them to me?
Yesterday.
Because
and I just now there is a fizzer that excuses for WarLight not working because Russian hackers did hack the site, and he isn't sure if WarLight will recover from it.
That's a troll account saying that?
Yeah, it's level 6, and you gave his PayPal address, so you can pay him to save WarLight.
Yeah, I hope that guy gets a permanent ban.
So it seems that there will be a need to improve manager rights on the forum. So Fizzer doesn't have to make it all on his own.
There was some some moderation already on the forums, but
maybe they all went inactive or something.
I don't know how many they are. Fizzer always been very secretive about it. He only says that they exist, so I don't know.
Which is good that he should be secretive about it, but well, I don't know. It's in my opinion, the off-topic forum has been dead for years, and by dead, I'm extremely active with horrible
crap.
posts.
Yeah, I wish when I check all the list of what the activity on the forums, I wish I didn't see that. I actually posted a user voice request for that. I only got 8 votes, so could you please go there and vote?
User voice.
User vote.
That's another huge problem.
It's the only way you have to complain. So you should use it.
It's a horrible way to do it. So there should be a better system implemented.
It's not a bad way to do it. The people go there and they vote.
I never go there.
That's because you're stupid.
No, you're
Me
neither.
I never check user voice.
That's because you're also stupid.
There's a limited number of votes, so once all your votes is done, now you don't have any voice anymore. The interface of
you have to define your own priorities.
A different account, and
you can log in with Gmail.
It's a huge hassle.
You don't even have to create an account.
Have Gmail? I hate cross-account logging in. That's a horrible, horrible pattern. You gotta agree with me on that as a dev yourself.
I don't think I agree, because user voice already has all the stuff that you want for your site to have, you know, feature requests, and they already did that. So it's stupid for you to implement your own from scratch when user voice already exists and works for shitloads of known sites.
Yes, it is better to outsource. However, it doesn't work from a user's perspective. It does not work very well. It's
A lot of
complicated
people
to
go there and
use.
vote. So
A lot of people
if you're
don't,
really that
myself
interested in
included.
changes in WarLight, you would
If
go
I
there
don't
and
like
vote.
it, if I don't like it, I cannot be the only one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty tolerant to bad design.
Okay, I can't argue with that, but I don't agree with your approach. I think you should be more participative.
See, Trainius Rex, who goes by Baron Urchimion these days. I'm probably butchered the pronunciation. But he says right there, user voice should be better integrated, and that's exactly the case.
Yeah,
As a naive user, I have no way of knowing about user voice unless I participate on the forums, and not everyone participates on the forums.
That's true.
well, I'm really active on WarLight, but I don't even know how to get to user voice except through a link.
On a forum post.
Yeah, but how do I create a user voice? I don't even know.
I don't know. There's no
That's
information
just
on the
sad.
website.
It would
and
be maybe a good thing, but I don't know how it works. And I think I know a lot about WarLight.
You type warlight.uservoice.com and you're there. That's all you need to know.
And the
Then
other
you go
criticism
here
is
and
that-
you click sign in. And you
The
put
other
your
criticism-
email and it just works.
The other criticism is that he often doesn't read it.
That's more of a valid criticism. That I can
Look,
agree with.
Peace treaties? Are you kidding me? Diplomacy card. Just incorporate diplomacy cards or something. Well, that's forced diplomacy. Oh, that's right. No, peace treaties, yeah.
This is the
Enforceable
most
peace
voted
treaties.
stuff. So if you
That's-
don't agree with the most voted
amazing.
stuff,
Oh
give
my
your
God.
votes to something else.
Free-for-alls and diplomacy games would be so much better with peace treaties. That's fantastic.
For all the shitloads of people who play diplomacy games,
No
that's
way.
a very important feature actually. I don't play them, but I know that a large community of WarLight plays diplomacy games. So that becomes an important feature for the community as a whole, not just the strategic players where we fit.
Oh well. My feeling is that WarLight's in a sort of Reddit-like state. Although I might be bashing WarLight a little bit too harshly by comparing it to Reddit, because Reddit is a horribly coded website, and nothing ever gets changed at Reddit. And they've actually run into a whole bunch of problems recently because of their inability to implement updates and changes due to the horrible code base.
Didn't they got rid of the CEO or something recently?
Yeah, but it was all BS. It was pretty much all BS. It was the same people in charge the whole time. It's just a new figurehead. You know what I mean? But that was all political anyway. I'm talking about things like basic site functionality.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit does not have a working search function. Reddit does not have decent moderator tools, and of course, now that they're rolling out moderator tools, of course the moderators are abusing it, yada yada yada. But that's politics. There's basic functionality on Reddit that does not work and is not on the current roadmap because it's going to be too hard to implement because they made really bad coding decisions 10 years ago or whatever it was. Probably more like 8 years ago.
So they should be remaking it from scratch?
No, because they did so much work with scaling with the current code base that doing it from scratch is extremely cost prohibitive. It makes way more sense to make the horrible sludge they have work from a business standpoint.
Okay,
I wonder if WarLight's like that.
Let's not talk about Reddit anymore. The game that I was playing against Cousin Vicar ended. He was booted. Surprise, surprise. Is there any game that you guys want to watch from the first round that we can go over?
Let me check, actually. There might be one that's been finished.
I see at least
That did
there
not
is
do anything.
Master of the Dead
Yes,
against Master
yes,
Adam.
that one.
Let's see
We
if they
should
both
watch
played.
that one. And most of the audience should be happy, the ones that aren't in my clan, because a master has definitely lost.
Okay, I'm loading up that
Is
game
that a
then.
good thing?
For somebody
Okay, I'm
who
loading up the game.
keeps keeping tabs on what our clan's doing in these tournaments.
Okay, so I have the game loaded up. I'm gonna
Course,
post it to you guys on Skype.
according to the way things are lined up, and it's not a spoiler because it was a boot loss. 2 masters will get eliminated for sure.
Because they're in the same bracket.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get rid of masters, is putting them against each other.
Basically. Or having them forget about the tournament like
Good.
Rairo did.
Yeah, that also works.
Oh, right, I have to get into
let's
that.
both are blue, so I'm gonna change the color of Master of the Dead into, I don't know, purple. Purple seems a lot more dreadful than the blue. And we're taking a look at Master Adam's picks, and he only picked 8 by some reason, because he only needs to pick 8 because it's 4 distribution. And he went for 1.
All the 1 bonuses!
No, he didn't. Actually, his 1 was in the +3. Can he actually finish it on first turn? Yes, he can, because he will get one of the towers, so we can attack them with 3 each and get it. So that's actually smart. So he put 1 in Simli, then the rest on the towers. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers.
7's on the 2 bonus, Far East Reach, and 8 is on a 3 bonus adjacent to one of the towers.
Yep. And he didn't cover Castle of Terrenon because apparently the north sucks on this layout. Okay, I can live with that.
You suck.
You suck. You suck more. Okay, taking a look at Master of the Dead's picks. Let's see what you went for. You went for 1 in the castle, 2 in a castle, 3 in a castle, 4 in a castle.
They're all the castles.
Yeah, until the 6th, and then 7 and 8 on the combos that you can do with the castles. So I think I actually like Master Adam's picks better, because he will always get the 3. So, yeah, I think it was a bit smarter than him. Okay, let's just see what they got. Yeah, Master Adam got his 3. And
But here's the thing. Even with his first turn bonus in the Southwestern Isles, that 3 bonus, the income only makes it 9 to 10. So picking all those okay, he's also got that 2 bonus too. So
will he have enough income to deploy on both? I don't think so.
I don't think so. And by that point, Master of the Dead is probably going to take another bonus. Anyway, like
unless Master Atom focuses on
north.
Eastern Islands. Okay, let's just play and see what happens. I'm gonna start playing this game starting now. And you see that Master Atom deployed most of it into his +3 bonus. Master of the Dead's coming hard into the 90 Isles. Master Atom expands into Arabian Mountains, Master of the Dead working on Western Islands and on the Northern Islands.
This template is kind of silly and boring.
Yeah, maybe if I hadn't screw up. Oh,
Ah,
another error
has
occurred. Awesome. Shall I submit report? Let me check the details.
I will. I'll make a fart sound on mine.
Time delay assert failed. Error attack from something something owned by something something 2 is invalid. Oh my god, I have an invalid attack. That's not good. Okay. But does it keep playing? No, it stopped. Okay, so something broke. I will start playing from turn 2 and hope it doesn't happen again. I feel sorry for Fizzer.
Yeah, he's gonna have a fun Saturday.
Yeah. And tomorrow he has a Ask Me Anything session.
That will be tough.
Oh gosh.
I think I will have to participate just to give him moral support. You know, guys, don't be
Oh
so hard on him. He's
yeah.
only human. He makes mistakes. He was probably committing after a night out partying on a Friday night. So he's just like Pushover when he had that game that we discussed through like 2 days, and then he
We still
decided to
won.
randomly commit.
We still won, and I still can't believe you're giving me crap for that.
I don't give a damn. You demand that we comment everything, and then you commit
sorry.
when you're drunk.
So sorry. Can you pause it for a second? What turn are we on?
We're on turn 4.
Jesus Christ! So
no,
we're not
I-
even talking about the game. All right.
Yeah, okay, so I'm back on turn
Let me
3.
skip ahead a little bit. It was 10-9 at the end of turn 1 in Master Adam's favor. At
Yeah.
the end of turn 2.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, at the end of turn
I'm
2.
still not used to how this works. Okay. It was 9-7, then it was 10-9, and then it was 15-11.
Yeah.
Master of the Dead in favor. So obviously, Adam's expansion did not work, and even worse, he attacked a -1 bonus to bring him down from 12 to 11, which is great. He's adjacent to one of Master of the Dead's territory.